So I hope you clicked on the computer, right?
Yes.
Okay, brother. I think it is recording is started. You can go ahead. All the best.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Niklesh. And hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And welcome to the session, PDF Automation and OCR in UiPath. Myself, Pathrudu Chintakayala, currently working as a lead RPA developer in Jet Global. So about me, I started my career as a naval architect. Like I basically not from IT, and I moved to IT as in UiPath developer itself. I started my IT career with UiPath, and since 5 years I'm working on UiPath. And my major expertise is like document data extraction and accounts payable automation. And not only with the UiPath, I worked on AB Flexi Capture, which is for the document data extraction itself, and also like Python. But by the combination of the experience on data extraction and AB Flexi Capture, I developed a Python library which will work in similar fashion, like the data extraction itself. So like people will be saying like data extraction is like a bit difficult, but like we can go with the very basic things and we can easily automate the data extraction part as well. Coming to my transition from non-technical to technical, I can give my first automation is voting of Big Boss Telugu season 1. So that's where my automation journey is started. And like initially, I learned a lot from the UiPath community forum, and I used to be very active initial days, like till 2018. And after that, I was like a bit away from the community portals and all. Thank you very much, Niklesh, for giving a chance to speak on this session, to rejoin the community and giving back something. And what we are going to discuss in this session, the agenda is why actually we need to automate the PDF documents. What is the purpose and need? And what are the types of documents we can see across the PDF automation? And why actually we need OCR engines and regular expressions. Regular expressions is nothing but like extension to our string methods. It's a kind of string methods which will be running on the regular regex engines. And data extraction from the PDF documents with the help of regular expressions. So first topic, first thing is why actually we need to do the automation, like PDF automation. Why the PDF automation is that much important, and why the companies are looking for much more into the PDF automation. PDF automation is something where we have the major manual work. That's where the automation potential will come into the picture. In any company or in any space, if you see, a lot of PDF documents will be there. And what the people will be doing is they will be taking the PDF and they will be doing the data entry into another application. So that's where the major advantage of the automation will come into the picture. And the people can be freed from there and they can focus on some other important works, or they can work on some other critical tasks. So let us hand over all of our PDF automation to the robot and let the robot handle that. And what are the types of PDFs and documents? Here I'm just categorizing both the things. I'm not combining PDF and documents. Documents can be of anything, it cannot be only PDF. And PDF can be categorized into two basic things. The basic categorization can be done in two types. One is the digital PDF, digital or a native PDF, and the other is a scanned PDF. What is digital PDF and what is scanned PDF? Digital PDF is something which is a computer generated, we can say. A computer generated PDF file can be called as a digital PDF. And what is scanned PDF? Scanned PDF is something we are scanning from our scanner and we are keeping that in the system, which is kind of an image based kind of thing. And digital PDF, we can directly select the text. If you just open the PDF and we can select the text. In the scanned PDF, we cannot select it. And we can see that in the further sessions. So there are three types of documents. When it comes to documents, it can be of three types: structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. Structured kind of thing is you can find this format is completely same all the time across the area. Let us suppose if we take the passport, passport of a country will be always same. That we call it as a structured, and extraction from the structured documents is much more easy. It's not necessary to get much pain on that. Like we can directly go with the string manipulations and we can take it out. Because the name will be always at the same location, and your age will be always at the same location. Even the reference labels like name hyphen your name, so it will be always same. When it comes to semi-structured, it will be also be structured, but you might get different formats as an input. Like if you take some invoices, like invoices will be coming from different vendors or a different companies. So that every company will be having their own format. Every vendor will be having their own format. So that's where like we call invoices as a semi-structured. And these it is not that much so easy. At the same time, it is not that much so hard. Like we can achieve with some couple of regular expressions or string manipulations. And unstructured documents are like we can say it won't have any proper structures. For example, if you can take the rental agreements or a legal documents or some journals. So this is very hard to automate through RPA. For that, like we need an ML, machine learning or AI capabilities or NLP, like for summarizing the whatever the data we got. So these are the different three categorizations of the documents. And OCR engine, like why actually we need an OCR engine? Like as we discussed, like there are two types of documents. One is like scanned and the other is for the digital and the other is the scanned. And when it comes to the scanned, you won't find the text directly. It's like we need to use the OCR engines. OCR is like nothing but like optical character recognition. The origin of the OCR came from giving the reading ability to the blind. That is the origin of the OCR. Like what it will do is like it will go through the scanned documents or images or photos, and it will convert the virtually data, like whatever the text which is contained, either typed or handwritten or something printed, it will convert into the machine readable text. So what are the different types of OCRs we have in the UiPath Studio? Like a Tesseract, which is powered by the Google, Microsoft OCR, which is powered by the Microsoft, and Google Cloud Vision, which is like Tesseract and the Microsoft OCRs are the free OCRs, and the Google Cloud Vision OCR is there, which is by Google, and Microsoft Azure Computer Vision OCR is there, which is by the Microsoft, and UiPath Document OCR and UiPath Screen OCR, and we have three more like OmniPage OCR, which is also a free version, and we have the Abby OCR and Abby Cloud OCR. So all these are like paid versions. So let us get into the UiPath Studio. And before going for the UiPath Studio, I just want to showcase like what actually we are going to do. So this is the input.
Pathrudu, sorry to interrupt you. Can you check on your screen that recording is there, right?
Yes.
It is recording, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So let us see our input. Like these are the documents which I have taken, and in that, this is the digital PDF. See, like I can select the text over here, and this is the scanned PDF. I could not able to select any text, so it is like I'm completely like an image. So now, what the use case which we are going to see is like here we have the input, and if I open one invoice, so I have 6 pages for this invoice, and I have a lot of data outside this, and I don't want to read all the data, because I just need only the page 1, because page 1 is my invoice, and all the other data is not relevant to me. So there is no use, like even if I read all the other pages. So what we are going to do is like first we will be splitting this documents to the first page, and we will be taking only the first page of the document, and then we will start extraction of this, and we will put that in an Excel file. In real-time scenario, how it will go is like we will be receiving these invoices on an email, or like it will be on a shared file path. folder path, and we will be reading that, and we will be putting that information, like whatever the information we extracted from the invoices into the ERP systems, like it can be like SAP, or it can be Oracle, or it can be like based on the vendor, like the customer, like the company whichever is using for their accounts payable. Okay, so in this invoice, like after splitting that, we will be extracting this payment reference, which we can call it as a like invoice number, and this statement date, which is we can call it as a invoice date, and the order ID, which we can call it as like a reference of the order which we placed, and the due date, like by when we need to pay this, and the total charges, like total amount of how much needs to be paid. Okay, and so I just kept the folders like input and invoice page, like whatever the page we extracted, and the processed invoices. Once we process that, once the data extraction is done, we will be moving to this folder. So I already configured these paths like input, invoice page, and the invoice processed, and I just gave the file path, like output file path, which needs to be generated. And one more thing I just missed out, like we said, like this is the digital and this is scanned by selecting the text, but how the robot is going to know whether it is a scanned or a digital? So let us do that. Like so first what I want to do is like I want to iterate through each file here. So for that I'll be taking for each loop. And to get all the files from the folder, the syntax is like we'll be checking, going through a couple of small syntaxes also. Directory dot get files. We'll be getting all the files from the input directory. So I'll be passing that input folder path. And the type argument for this is always, by default it will be object, but the file path is a string, so I'll be changing it to string. And I'll be renaming this activity for each file. And I'll just say PDF file. And I just want to get the PDF activity for reading. Like I don't have the PDF activities. So when like by default, we will be getting a couple of activities like Excel, mail, system, and UI. But other activities it won't be available readily once we start the project. So what we need to do is we need to go to manage packages. And from here, we just need to click on this all packages, and we need to type what package we need to install. For UiPath, for PDF, I'll just type UiPath.pdf. I got the activity, so I'll be installing it. Just click on the install and save. Okay, so now if I type like there is an advantage with the UiPath, like based on the task, whatever we are doing, we just need to write a keyword so that all the activities will be visible here. So here I just need to split the PDF, and I want to take only the first page of the PDF. So this is the activity which it requires for us, like extract PDF page range. So for this, like we have the input, like we need to pass the PDF file path, source path, and where we want to store that PDF. So my source file is PDF file, which I just gave here. And I want to save that in the PDF invoice page folder with the same file name. I don't want to change the file name. So for that, like for the combining of the paths, like because we have the folder path and we need to give the file path. So path.combine, this is the method which will be used for combining the path. And I have the destination folder path, invoice page path, and a comma, and I want the file name. So how I can get the file name is path.get file name. And what is the source file? PDF file. So now I need to extract the page, like only one page. So here we can give the page number of page range, like how we want to extract. So I'll be giving 1. And if I want to extract first 2 pages, I can give 1-2. And if I want to extract 1, 2, 4, then I can just give comma and 4. So in that way, we can pass the range. So I want only the first page. And let me run this. We go to the invoice page. So I got all the pages, invoices here with the single page. So my first task is done. Let me disable this. I'm just commenting it out because my first task is done. Now I'll be going for the second. So what I need to do now is I need to loop through each file of this, and I want to read the text from the PDF. So the same syntax for each and all. I just need to change the file folder location for each directory dot. If we just hit the dot, like we'll be getting this pop-up, like suggested methods. We just need to take enter. String invoice page path, like where my invoice files are sitting. And I'll be changing the type argument to string. And this is invoice page. So I'll just give invoice page. And now the secondary task for us is like we need to identify which is digital and which is scanned. For a scanned, we need to pass on to different activity. For a digital, we need to pass on to the different activity. The activity which can be used for reading the PDF is read PDF text. Let me drag and drop. For this, I just need to give only the input file path, which is invoice page. And that it will give the range, like how many pages you want to read. Like in the similar way how we gave for the extract PDF page range, we can give the range, but here I just have only 1 page and I want to read all the pages. And even without splitting also, we can just pass on only 1, so that like it will read only first page. So now I don't have any password for these files. So if the files are password protected, we can pass on the password as well. And it will return me the text, whatever is available in the PDF. So I can create the argument variable here, like Control K. It will be of string format. So string PDF text. So I just want to see what is the text it is printing. So I'll use the write line. Write line is the activity which we use like when we are developing. Whenever we want to see like any variable value, what it is holding. So we will be using this activity, and whatever we wrote in this activity, it will be displayed in the output panel. So let me run this. And before that, I just want to see like for which file I am processing this. So invoice page. See here. For this file, this is the data, and for this file, there is no data. It was just went like up and down happened while printing it. And this is the file, and this is the data for this. And this is the file, and this is the data for this. So this is how it is looking. And for one particular file, we don't have the data. So how we can identify? That's where like we can identify whether it is a digital or a scan. Like if it is a digital, it is returning the data. For a scan, it is not returning any data. So let me put an if condition to identify. So whatever the text I have taken, output variable of the read PDF text, string PDF text dot trim. What trim will do is like it will remove all the leading spaces. Like if any white space is there, that will be removed. So for reading the OCR scan documents, I'll be using read PDF with OCR. And the same way, like the same inputs we need to pass, invoice page, file path, and also like the extracted text. string PDF text. And I just need to get the OCR engine. So for that, I'll just type only OCR. And I got the OCR engine. I'll use the tesseract for now. Nothing to do, just we need to drag and drop this. And now we can get the PDF text out of it. Let me run. So why it is taking much more time than the previous is, like read PDF text will be executed very fast, but when it comes to the read PDF with OCR, it will take time. So here is the scan document text. Like this is a scan document and this is the text. If you see, we are getting this pipe symbols because because it's a OCR engine, and when we have the tables, we will be having these lines, right? So that will be considered here as a pipe symbol. So whenever we are dealing with the scan documents, there is a chances of getting these kind of things. So what we need to do is just we need to do some cleaning activity. Like we just need to remove these unnecessary characters and all. So what I will do is like for anyhow, like for digital, we won't get anything. So for scanned, we will be getting that. So what I'll do is I'll just put an assign activity. I'll do is like I'll just use this. I'm just reassigning the same variable by replacing something. So we can use replace string method to replace. So I just need only that symbol. Right? So let me open Notepad. So I'll just copy this exactly. I'll just put this here, comma, and double quotes. Okay. So now we'll get a clean text. So for the scanned one, now we remove those. Okay. So now we need to start extraction of this data. So for extracting of this data, like we will be using the regular expressions. So let me go to one side. Like first, let me come with like what actually the regular expressions. Regular expressions is nothing but like it's an extension to the string methods, and which will be running on a regular expression engine. And like it's simple in simple words, like it will be matching with the set group of characters based on the whatever the group we are giving. So this is the website, and I'll be posting this in the chat, like to validate or like to check the regex patterns. So I need to extract the data from these documents. Like I'll just do for only one document, and it should work for all the documents because the format is same. I'm just putting this here, and we want to extract this payment reference, and this is the reference value, and this is the label which I want to use. So for that, first let me just go with only basic expressions. Like if I just use like payment, so it is getting highlighted. Like this text is matching with this, and like there are 3 different characters in the regular expressions. One is literal, which means like directly the plain text which we are passing, and special characters, which is like slash or slash d or something, and non-printable characters, which is like a tab or a new line. So let us do this some with some special characters. Like if I just put slash d plus, like it will highlight all the numbers. Like this slash d plus represents like matches with the all continuous numbers. Like it is more than 1. Like let us suppose if I just hit one or more, okay. And if it is if I just say in the curly braces, if I just mention 4, if any number which is like having 4 continuous numbers, that will be highlighted, okay. And there is one more thing which we call it as look behind and look forward, positive behind and positive forward. Like what it will do is, like, let us suppose if I give this text as a positive look behind. So for that, syntax is not that much hard. Like it will be just we just need to remember, that's it. So it will search for this and it will ignore the text. And if just I put like dot will match all the characters, and star is like 0 or more. So it highlighted this text. So this is all highlighted in a different color, and this is highlighted in a different color, which means this is ignored. This is matched, but this is ignored, and we got this value. And let me use one more activity, like for the regex, it will come under string category. So we can use the matches. Matches is to find the matching characters, and it will return the match, whatever is matched based on the pattern which we are going to provide. And replace is, it will replace the matched pattern text with a new text. Each matches is like it will return whether the matching is available or not. So first let us use this matches, and we can configure, like UiPath provided a regex builder as well. Like for a couple of things predefined are there, we can select something from here as well. Like if you want to just go for an email to identify something, if I type Pathrudu some gmail.com, this will be highlighted. If I just remove this, then it won't be highlighted. So like it is very hard to build this, but it was tested multiple times and it was given by the UiPath. Like we can use this regex builder for anything. Like if I just select the digit, and if I just type something here, that digit will be highlighted. So for this, like what are the inputs I need to pass? Whatever the extracted text as an input and the pattern. And it will return with a collection of matched string. Let me put this in PDF text, and whatever the regex I identified here, like to get this data. So I'll be just taking and I'll just get match invoice number. So to get that invoice number, I just what I will do is like match, like this is like IEnumerable object, like it's a collection of IEnumerable, like which we can say like it's a kind of array, but it will accept the generic characters, generic data types. So for that, the syntax to get this is like I just want to have a first index as we all know, like collections index will start from 0. So I am putting the 0. And to get the text out of it, like there are two methods which we can use. One is toString, and the other is like dot value. We can use either of these two. And it will return us the invoice number. Let me first test this. So for this, we got the invoice number, but for the same we tested. So we need to look for the other invoices. So we got the invoice number for all. So for time being, like we are testing frequently, I just want to ignore this scan document for time being, and then I just want to go for other. And because we are in development, so it won't have any value. So these will go on error. So I just keep in this sequence for time being. And then once all the digital is completed, then we will run for everything, including the scan. So I want the statement date. So it's nothing more to do for this. Like once we already defined this regex pattern, I don't want to go for anything else. What I will do is I'll take this text, I'll just change this. It highlighted the statement date. Simple. And is this the only way? No, we can do in different way as well. So what we will do is, so here we have the space. So I'll just put a /small s. /small s will define the space, and /capital S will define the non-space characters. So what I can do is like I can just put capital S plus. So it will give the non-space characters, continuous non-space characters till the next space. Or else, like because this is a date format, I always needs to have the date in the same format. So what I will do is I'll just put, there are 2 digits and a slash, and 2 more digits slash, and 4 digits. This is the date form. This is how I got the date. So I can use this. This will give the more precise way. And even for this, right, like even we can ignore this as well. This is not even required for this. It will directly identify this. If I just remove these braces, see, it directly highlighted. But it will highlight multiple dates, like whatever the dates available, see, all the dates are got highlighted. So just to have the confirmation that it is always the statement date, I'll be using in this way. So let me put this, copy this. I'll just get one more match activity. I'll be passing on this pattern here. Match invoice date. I'll be writing this value. So here I put that, I kept it as value. Now I'll put that as a toString. So let me run this file. I didn't comment at the previous one. Let me comment this, or else it is taking a lot of time. So for time being, let me comment this. So I got all the date, and I don't want to keep in the same format for the date, because the date generalization is very hard and conversion is also a bit difficult, because after writing to the Excel, I want to use the data in somewhere. So what I will do is I'll convert this format to another format. So if you see this date, It is in the form of dd/mm/yyyy. dd means like date, means like month, and yyyy means like year. So how I can convert the date formats? The date formats conversion is much more important in terms of PDF automation, like when it comes to the invoices. So what I will do is, like, for this string to convert this, like we have date time is the method we will be using is like parse exact. Like parse we can use, parse exact we can use. For the parse exact, we can give in which format we are inputting the date. And what is the format we are inputting? dd, yyyy. And this is a date format we cannot write. So we will be converting it back to the string. And in the format of dd hyphen yyyy. So let us see how it was got converted. See. Okay. So we need to write culture of this. So this is the format of this method, parse exact. So not to worry, like don't we get worried about the methods. For every method, we have the syntaxes and the documentations in the Microsoft portals. Whenever you got stuck with the syntaxes, right? Like if you just know the method name, you can just directly go the syntax. Even this, our UiPath also will suggest. So the date format is got changed. And now, what else we want to extract? Order ID we want to extract. So order ID is in between order ID and the charges. So till now we just use the positive look behind, like whatever the text we are saying that like fixed left to the value, and now we got the right side value as well. This is positive look forward. So the left side is just order ID. I'm not doing anything, just I'm changing. I'm just changing to order ID. I'll just put. So I want to ignore this as well. So for this, the syntax will be question mark and equal to the closure. I just need to give charges. So whenever we want to take something like in between the two strings, we can just directly give this way. Can't we do this with the string manipulations? We can do, but it will be like we need to go for multiple operations, multiple string operations. So I'll just copy this and I'll just take one more matches activity. In the same way, like I'll be taking the first index dot value. Now I want to extract. Let us extract, like give all the values what we want to extract, and then we will run at the last. Like I want to extract the due date.
Sorry, Pathrudu, I think you need to check your charging actually. Laptop charging.
Yeah, it is turned on. So I will be taking the due date. For that, like I just need to give the state text. because the due date is like in between these two. So previously we just gave like /d plus and all. Now we will be just giving this normal generalized regular expression. Match due date. And we will be writing right line. Dot value. I just want to keep this in the same format. I don't want to convert into the date format like previously. Even we can do the same. And this is the billing period. Let us go with the charges. And after that, we can complete. Let us take the charges. But I just want to go with a different approach. I don't want to go with this. I want to extract the currency. And for that, let me write a different regular expression for that, and I'll get that here. I just want to extract this. For that, what I'll be doing is /d plus, and dot will capture all the characters. Like it will allow, like it's kind of wild characters. So what we will do is like we will give an escape character. Escape character is /dot, which will have the dot, which will consider that is like it's a fixed dot, and /d. And after the decimal, we need only 2 characters. We don't want to more. But this is working as of now. But if I just increase in this way, this is missing out. So I need to get this, and this comma may or may not be available. So what I'll do is I'll just put comma, and I'll put this in the braces. This comma is optional. The question mark is for optional. Like this comma is optional. Like it may or may not be available. Now, if I remove this comma also, this will be selected. Even if I keep the comma, and let us suppose if I increase few more characters, it will accept. And this star asterisk symbol, that what that will say is like 0 or more, whereas the plus is 1 or more, and asterisk is 0 or more, question mark is optional, 0 or 1. So we can use this complete pattern inside instead of this dot asterisk. Let me try it here in the regex. Yeah. So here we have a, yeah. So we missed out this space. That's why we are getting this. So now we got the exact currency value. Copy and paste this in the pattern. So which is the invoice total for me? Value. So the extraction is so simple. Like if we just know like the pattern, like how the invoice structure is, like how the data looks like is. If we could able to identify that particular pattern, so everything is easy for us. Like because these patterns are like not that much hard or complicated. Like everything whatever we use till now is very simple and basic thing. Only this look positive look behind and the positive look forward are the new things which might be like a bit confusing for you. But it's a simple just we just need to remember this and the question mark equal to like and the positive behind. So here it will be question mark equal to, and here it will be question mark less than equal to. That's it. These are the two things which we need to just keep in the mind, like when we want to extract the text any value between two strings or two text. So for only one value, the invoice number only, we build the regular expression pattern. For all the things, like we just replaced the existing string values. So let me do one thing, I'll just want to put all this thing in the Excel. So for that, what I'll do is like I'll just use the build data table activity to initialize the data table with some columns. So I'll just take invoice number. I'll just take invoice date, which is the statement date. I'll take due date. Take total. So these four fields. Order ID as well. I can even just move this to here, after the invoice number, order ID. Okay. So what I'll do is like I'll just create a data table variable for this. Okay, DT invoice data. I'll just use add data row. So we are using almost all the things like which we discussed in the previous sessions, except the read PDF. And in the same sequential order, we need to do like whatever we gave over there. So for this, like it is an invoice number. Where is my invoice number? This is the invoice number. And after that, like I need order ID. This is my order ID. After that, I need invoice date. And after that, I need due date. After that, I need invoice total to be paid. So I'm just enabling this activity. So I want to write this to a Excel file. Write range. I already created the variable output file path and dt invoice data, to which I'm adding the data, and I'll just check this so that it will have the column names. Once the data is got extracted, I don't want to keep that file here, so I'll be moving it. For moving, I'll be using move file. So it is invoice page, and the destination will be I have the invoice processed path, and the file name will be same. Like in the similar syntax, like what we have done here, right? So in the same way, we will be doing. So combine, path.combine to combine two paths. We're giving string processed versus processed path, and the file name I need to give path.get file name, and it is invoice page. Let me run this. Okay. Got the date, and we got the so somewhere like order ID, it is missing because it's a scanned document. It is giving it as 1 instead of ID. So what I can do is where is the order ID? There is a possibility like this things can happen. So what we will do is we will just first take this. I got it, but this text is not accepting it because it's a scanned doc. Where is the order ID? So what I'll do is I'll just take this. I'll put a pipe symbol. Pipe symbol is or in the regex, and I'll give this order 1D here. Now it will be highlighted. So I can just replace this pattern over there. The matching of order ID. You can give multiple patterns for the same activity. So we got the date and it is not in the correct format as well. And able to get the charges. There is two spaces here. Because of that, it is creating a problem. So let's just mark. So I can do and just take this. This problem we will be facing only if we are dealing with the scan documents. In that case, only we will be facing this because the scan documents are not that much accurate, like when OCR is extracting the data. So it worked out. Let me just pull up the output sheet. So we have the data. One file is already moved in the previous execution. So let me just delete this file and let me rerun so that like we can have all the data in place. So we have total 5 files. Let us run it for all these 5 files from here. Let me delete this as well. Let us come from the beginning, like from the input, it will take the single data and then it will convert to this. See, one thing I just want to highlight, like whenever we are using the activities, we need to rename all the activities. If you see, we got some error at the right line, but we are not exactly sure at which right line we are getting that error. So if we just write rename something like to uniqueness, then we can identify like where exactly we are getting the error. So let me enable this and let me run the complete workflow. We got all the data, all the files here. And it started moving the files from this folder to the processed. So the execution is completed and the output file is got generated. So we got all the data. So this is the the PDF automation, like data extraction from the PDF file with the help of regular expressions, like for both digital and scan. So I think thanks guys. Thank you very much for staying for a long time, for 1 hour. Nikesh, I think handovering it to you. Over to you.
Yes, Pathrudu, I'm coming. 1 second. Sorry.
Sorry, Nicholas. I just forgot to mention one thing. So
Sure.
yeah,
You can.
So guys, so this is the automation like which we have done with the regular expressions in a simpler way. But when you have different templates in a high volume, it is very hard to automate. So for that, like we need to have an machine learning model, which are available in the market, like UiPath document understanding, or like Rosam AI, and even the canvas, like the banner which you are seeing. Like all these are like machine learning models which are offering for you like easy automation for the PDF documents. Like it is just like an API request which we will be doing so that like it will return us the whatever the data which is required to be extracted from the PDF. So our effort will be simply like an API call. So I think you can understand like how important tomorrow's session is. Like with a simple API call, we can extract or we can automate all the PDF data, all kind of PDF documents. Like it can be a structured or unstructured or a semi-structured. Even for the legal documents or journals or summarization of the data, everything you can do with a single API call. That's it, Nicholas. I just want to mention that, like regarding the API. Yeah. Nicholas, there?
Yes.
Yeah. Over to you.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Sorry, it was a wonderful and extendable session, brother. Thank you so much. So it was very good. Most of us learned many things in this session, which was even from this session, I learned myself something different, which I thought, but today I learned something in extendable. So I think you can pause the recording once. Pause, don't stop, pause.
Sure.
You have two options, pause and so all the very best for today. So as one of the participant only said that what is Menti and how she's eager about that. So I hope everybody joined the Menti. So I see only 275 people, but it's time's up. Then we will forward for the question. So first question on your computer screen. So please be fast and correct. Okay, first question on your screen. So we'll see. So 1 second, actually. Wait. So I think your screen is ready. So first question, please. Okay. The first question is, check your screen before me. Which of the following activity can be used to extract the text from PDF file? So there are 4 options. Okay. Time's up. Okay. The correct answer is extract PDF text. Which of the following activity can be used as extract text from the PDF file? So who kept the wrong answer? Please do check. So the correct answer is that. And next question, please. So the next question on the screen. So which of the following activities used to read the text from the scanned PDF? Okay, the answer is read PDF with OCR. So which of the following activity used to read the text from scanned PDF? That is read PDF with OCR. Okay, who gave the wrong answer? Please do correct it. Okay, next question, please. And all the very best. And who were already won last time, so we won't take their name. Okay, all the best for last and final question. So the last question is, which of the following patterns matches the digits? So there are 4 options again. Okay. Okay. Oh, most of the people gave the correct answer. So it is option 1, small d plus. So which is all these 3 questions was explained by Pathrudu. Okay. So which of the following patterns matches the digits? Okay. So we'll see the leaderboard. Okay. So as you okay, so we'll see the things. So the leader, okay, maybe it is net is slow. Okay, the leaderboard, please. Okay, so today we have like Sanjay Kurugonda and Nagesh K. So hearty congratulations, Sanjay Kurugonda and Nagesh. So hearty congratulations, guys. So please drop me an email to my email. Okay. So Sanjay Kurugonda and Mr. Nagesh K. So I will stop my screen. Before that, please wait for questions if you want.